How we doing, folks? Your host Moose here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network as your Pitt Panthers play host to the number 3 ranked Miami Hurricanes. The Hurricanes come into Pittsburgh 10-1 overall, 6-1 in the conference. A victory today would wrap up the ACC Coastal for them. If the Panthers can pull the upset, though, Miami would fall to 6-2 in the conference, and Virginia Tech would win the Coastal Division. The Panthers currently sitting 4-3 in the conference, 8-3 overall, but they're on a cold streak because they've lost last week to the North Carolina Tar Heels, which helped North Carolina in their bid to get to bowl eligible. So we send you out to the field for the Panthers and the Hurricanes. And the Panthers will be kicking off here to open things up. So Miami will take the ball. It's going to go back into the end zone. A great kick by Ryan Winslow. It's going to be taken for a touchback. And so the Hurricanes will come out. They have a very strong offense, 15th in yardage in the country. The Panthers, though, 14th in yardage in the country. And it's a battle of the Panthers rushing offense, the Hurricanes pass offense versus that Pitt Panthers pass defense is going to be the big matchup. Couple of defensive tackles in attendance for the Panthers here in this matchup. Some guys to take note of: Jordan Whitehead, possibly his final home game if he decides to go to the NFL draft. Quadri Olison as well, and Jester Weah missing, unfortunately, on senior night due to an injury. For Miami, they're led by senior quarterback Brad Kaya, who's had a fantastic season, running back Joseph Yearby, and Braxton Berrios, a couple of really solid talents in their backfield and wide receiver core. Jester Weah, though, he will be out with back spasms for this game. He will be back for the bowl game, though, so at least he'll get one more game in the Panthers uniform before he heads off to the NFL draft in the NFL. Joseph Yearby opened things off with a 12-yard carry for the Hurricanes after the touchback, and they are moving the ball out to the their own 37-yard line. They got Kaya under center. He's going to hand off to Yearby again. He blasts through, runs through a tackle from Dwayne Hendricks, fights off a tackle from Jordan Whitehead before being brought down after another 13-yard run. So a great bit of running from Yearby. Kaya now in play action. He drops back. He's looking. He's got all sorts of time in the pocket here. Throws it deep to the end zone, and Richards is wide open. Amon Richards, and that is a 50-yard touchdown, 3 plays, and Miami is in the back of the end zone already, taking a 7-0 lead inside of a minute here against the Panthers. Ben DiNucci, sophomore quarterback, under center for the Panthers. He hands the ball off. That's Quadri Olison making his way through a hole for 7 yards, and the Panthers are going to need to keep this Miami offense off the field with their running game if they have any intentions of pulling off the upset here. DiNucci running a little read option now. He dives his way forward up the middle, picks up 3, and a first down for the Panthers. He's under center now. Aston in the offset eye with Darren Hall as the tailback here, and Hall's going to take the handoff. He gets a nice lead block from George Aston and rumbles forward for 6 yards. Hall's picked up a much stronger workload here in the second half of the season. He and Olson have split time, and both have been very, very solid so far. That's DiNucci here on a screen out wide to Maurice French, but he only gets a single yard, setting up now a 3rd and 3 for the Panthers. Tight end Chris Clark going in motion. DiNucci under center in the eye here as he takes his time and surveys the scene. Fake handoff to Aston. Pitches it out to Olison. Only picks up 2, and that's going to be the Panthers forced to punt here. So Miami will take over at their own 12-yard line after a good solid punt by Ryan Winslow. But Miami doing very well. Brightwell completely whiffs on Yearby, and that's a 13-yard carry, his 3rd carry of over 10 yards already, and Miami gets out of the shadow of their own end zone. Kaya back to pass. He's got tons of room, and he finds Bruce on the corner route. He's tracked down eventually by Paris Ford, but that's Sam Bruce for 35 yards, and Miami is into Pitt territory already. Kaya in a 5-wide set as he drops back, looking to pass here. Finds Berrios on the comeback. He's unable to be taken down by Dane Jackson, and Berrios rumbles forward for 27 yards and a first down. Miami now to the Pitt Panthers 13. Yearby now. He goes through. Brightwell's forced to push him out at about the 6-yard line, setting up now 2nd and 3. Kaya in the shotgun. 2nd and 3 from the 6. Drops back, looks to pass, gets the ball out. It's nearly caught and then nearly nearly intercepted Jason Jordan, the freshman linebacker, on the coverage for the Panthers. Excuse me, Barry Jenkins on the coverage there. Kaya back to pass over the middle. Nobody home. Panthers brought the pressure. It's an incompletion. Maddox on the corner blitz, and Miami forced into a a field goal attempt from the 17. It's a 27-yard attempt. It's up and good, and the Hurricanes push their lead to double digits now, 10-0. After a touchback on the kickoff, DiNucci here in the offset eye sends Aston in motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Darren Hall. Breaks it outside, but he's tackled after no gain, and so the Panthers here setting up 2nd and 10. DiNucci in the shotgun, looked like an obvious passing situation, drops back, pressure coming from Miami up the middle. DiNucci forced to scramble, throws it across his body, and somehow through double coverage, Aaron Matthews is able to reel that in for 16 yards and a Panthers first down. Aston in motion yet again. He's been constantly in motion. Seems like every play the Panthers love a little bit of misdirection. This time it's a handoff. Olesen for 5 yards. 3rd and 4 now. DiNucci brings in Quadri Henderson in kind of that wing back look. He's got Olesen and Aston in there as well. It's a handoff to Henderson on the jet sweep. He can't get any room. Only picks up a single yard, and Miami will take the ball over after another Panthers punt, and they can really break this game wide open if they can put forth another score and even a touchdown. It's Kaya in the shotgun here on 2nd and 6. Great little bit of misdirection as Berrios is able to run through on a corner route. Dane Jackson will chase him from behind. It was a great route. They sent one man deep that allowed Berrios to break open underneath, picks up a huge catch and run, and Miami already down to the Pitt Panthers 27-yard line now. Kaya hands off. That's Yearby. Plenty of space as he's chased down by Paris Ford, who brings him down with a great tackle, but he picks up 6, and it's now 2nd and 4. 3rd and 4 now for Miami. Kaya in the shotgun yet again. Panthers setting up in his zone, so he's got all day to throw, and he finds his man underneath. That's Braxton Berrios, brought down by Dane Jackson, but not after he picks up 15 yards and gets down to the Panthers' 5-yard line. So Miami threatening again. Kaya back to pass across the middle. It's Amon Richards with a diving grab, his 2nd touchdown of the day. Kaya up to 194 yards passing in just the first quarter, and it is 17-0 Hurricanes, and this game is very ugly. The Heinz Field crowd is very discontent right now as the Panthers, they're lucky to get a yard there. Darren Hall with just a single yard, setting up 2nd and 9 now from their own 16-yard line. DiNucci rolls out, plenty of time and space. He had room to run and say he's going to go deep. It's nearly intercepted by Jaquan Johnson, but knocked down, setting up a 3rd and long for the Panthers deep in their own territory. Henderson in motion. DiNucci drops back. He rolls out to pass. He's got plenty of room, and this time he is going to use his legs. Lots of room to rumble forward for DiNucci. He picks up 18 and a first down. That's the one thing that DiNucci has shown a good propensity to do this year. He's been very inconsistent throwing the ball, but he's done a nice job being able to use his legs to extend drives for the Panthers. He tries there with a single yard on an option play there. He keeps it, and it'll set up 3rd and 8 for the Panthers now. 5 wide set for DiNucci. 3 men to his left, 2 to his right. He drops back to pass. Looking, but he's going to be chased down and sacked. Loses 14 there, does DiNucci. Brought down by Demetrius Jackson. It was an absolute gangbusters rush for Miami, and that will bring the first quarter to an end. Miami to take the ball over, already leading 17-0. The Panthers trying to turn things around here. So Kaya now, after the punt, sets up on his own 46-yard line. Great field position, but Jason Jordan breaks through the line, knocks Yearby down for a 3-yard loss. The freshman linebacker with a great tackle, allowing 2nd and long for Miami. Artis Scott on the corner blitz, but Kaya shrugs it off and finds Sam Bruce on an out route for 15 yards and another Hurricane first down. Whitehead trying to get the crowd into it, you can see, and he's going to have to be the man to make a tackle there. Jordan Whitehead, the star safety, with a great tackle, but Yearby picks up 9 yards on the carry after an incompletion now. 3rd and 1. Kaya under center. The Panthers bringing pressure. It's Hamlin off the corner. It's thrown. It's found. It's Bruce underneath again. Sam Bruce. He's making big grabs on these 3rd downs. Picks up 5 and a first down. Yearby now takes the handoff. Fights off a tackle. It's DeMar Hamlin who's sent flying, and Yearby goes through for 15. I think that's his 5th carry at least of 10 or more yards. Brings Miami into the red zone, but false start here on 2nd and 11 means that Miami's going to face a 2nd and 16, and after a 4-yard carry by Yearby, it's 3rd and 12 now. They got to get to the 6 for a first down. Kaya finds Harris underneath the Panthers, unable to stop him. That's Dayall Harris for 15 yards. Paris Ford makes the tackle, but Miami with another first down, so they're down to the 3. 1st and goal. Kaya underneath. Yearby takes Whitehead with him into the end zone, and Miami up 4 scores now, 24-0. Joseph Yearby into the end zone, and this one could be all but over midway through the 2nd quarter right now. Quadri Henderson, with Panthers know what kind of returner he is. Can he break a big play? He's out. He's into the open field to the 20, to the 30, to the 40. He could go. He's to the 50, the 40, the 30, the 25, 20, and he's taken down. An 83-yard return for Quadri Henderson finds lightning in a bottle, and the Panthers are in business here. Jordan Whitehead finding some space on the offensive side of the ball here. Loses a yard, though, and it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Panthers from the Miami 22. So they're that close to the Miami end zone here in the 2nd quarter. Danucci, play action, looking for Olsen, finds nobody, and he's forced to throw it away. Great pressure from that Miami line, setting up 3rd and 11 now for the Panthers. Danucci in the shotgun with Olsen to his left. It looks like a screen, and it is. It's Quadri Olsen picking the ball up in the backfield. He runs into his own lineman. I think that was Alex Officer, the center, that got in the way. He's not able to break through, and the Panthers will be forced to settle for a field goal. Jay Bump, the freshman kicker, he's been very reliable this season. He knocks that one through, and it's a 24-3 Miami Hurricanes lead. So Kaya 5 wide in the shotgun. Now 2nd and 12. He throws the ball away. Can't find his receiver. And it's 3rd and 12. Could the Panthers see their first defensive stop of the half here? Kaya looking for a screen. He's got Yearby with all sorts of room to run. Parisfield swing and a miss on the tackle. Hamlin pushes him out as he gets into Pitt Panthers territory. Yearby for 29 yards and a huge first down for Miami. The Panthers need a stop. It's 1st and 10. Kaya forced to throw it away. Great pressure up the middle. I think that was Brightwell breaking through the line, and Miami now 3rd and 10. Can the Panthers get a stop? They need one to stay in this game. Kaya, all kinds of time, throws it deep. Paris Ford comes across, and the freshman safety, this freshman making big plays in this game here. He comes across, swats the ball away, and forces Miami into the punt. 2nd and 7, though. The jet sweep is not working for the Panthers. That's Quadri Henderson losing a yard, setting up 3rd and 8 now with just over 3 minutes to play in the first half. Danucci in the shotgun. Takes his time as he surveys the scene. Drops back. Pressure brought from Miami. Danucci nowhere to go. He's going to be forced to run, and he takes a sack, loses 4 yards, and the Panthers have to punt the ball away. Nothing doing for this Pitt Panthers offense right now. Even when they were set up at the 20-yard line, Miami, they couldn't turn it into anything. But the Pitt Panthers defense looks like it's finally awoken. Dane Jackson with a great tackle in the backfield. 3rd and 12 now. Kaya in the shotgun. Panthers in the zone trying to just shut things down, and they do. Paris Ford again with another deflection. He's got 7 tackles on the day, 2 deflections, forces the Hurricanes into a punt. So it's back Quadri Henderson, the most dynamic player on the Panthers right now. Back to return. He's got plenty of room, some great blocks. He's up to the 35, the 40, the 45, and he's brought down at the Panthers 45. 25-yard return for Henderson. That's where he's been his most dynamic, is returning, having the football in space. And so Danucci now in space as he rolls out to his right. Throws. He's got Chris Clark as tight end. That's a 25-yard catch, and the Panthers have moved the ball to the Miami 30. Danucci in the shotgun with Quadri Olsen. It's a read option. He does hand it off to Olsen this time, who breaks off one tackler and does end up picking up 3 yards. Danucci under center now on 2nd and 7. He's got trips tight to his left. It's play action here. Danucci's going to roll out. He's got plenty of room. He finds his tight end, Chris Clark, again. Shakes off a tackler. He's inside the 20 into the red zone for the first time today for the Panthers. That sets up a first down. Danucci in the shotgun. 38 seconds to play in the half. He drops back, rolls to his right, tries to loft it over the defense. Great bit of defending there as Danucci's pass is deflected away, looking for George Aston, and it's 2nd and 10 from the 16 now. Danucci, read action again. This time he keeps it, but a great bit of play by the Miami defensive end there to bring down Danucci after just 3 yards, setting up 3rd and 7. The Panthers need a score here. 10 seconds to play in the first half. Danucci rolling out to his right. He looks to the corner of the end zone, and it's intercepted. That is great from the Hurricanes with a wonderful little toe tapper in the end zone. Takes the ball away, and we will head into the half with the number 3 Miami Hurricanes 24, the 23 ranked Pitt Panthers 3. So as we look at the halftime stats here, Danucci 56 yards passing, 1 interception. Brad Kaya 257 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. That is the difference in the game. Not to mention the Panthers' rushing attack is getting just crushed by Joseph Yearby of Miami. He's got 84 on the ground. So the Panthers need to take care of the ball. They need to get something going, and their defense needs to come alive if they want to have any hope in this matchup. So we will see you guys here in the second half. So we welcome you back to the second half at Heinz Field as your Pitt Panthers look to come from behind and pull off a shocking upset of the number 3 ranked Miami Hurricanes. The Panthers do start with the ball here in the second half, and it's Ben DiNucci handing the ball off to junior running back Darren Hall, and the tailback pushes his way forward for about 8 yards, and the Panthers off to a promising start at the very least. It's Hall again taking the ball up the middle here. He carries for about 7 yards and a Pitt Panthers first down. So promising start to the second half here for the Panthers. Getting that rushing attack going is their big key if they want to come away with a victory here, because that's been really the thing that's led them through the majority of their games this season, has been the ability to control the line of scrimmage and pick up a ton of yards on the ground. This time, Ruben Flowers picks up the ball off a pass from DiNucci. Flowers dances his way forward inside the 10-yard line, twirls down. That's a 37-yard catch and run from Ruben Flowers. DiNucci hits him on a little comeback route. He dances past one defender, a fantastic spin move, and then he twirls his way inside the 10-yard line, and the Panthers are in business right now. First and goal from the 8. George Aston in motion now, and Olsen is going to take the handoff, rumbles his way down to about the 2.5 yard line, setting up second and goal now for the Panthers. DiNucci, it's a jet sweep. Quadri Henderson, he can't get past the line of scrimmage, shut down there at the point of attack, and the Panthers are going to have third and goal now from the 2. They come out in a really big setup here. Tight end Flanagan goes in motion. It's a handoff. It's Darren Hall trying to rumble his way, and he is shut down at the goal line. He gets to about the 1-inch line before being stuffed. And the fourth and goal for the Panthers, they're going to have to go for it. They bring in Olsen. They got Aston. 2 tight ends set. DiNucci hands it off, and Olsen gets into the back of the end zone. Quadri Olsen with his 10th touchdown carry of the season, and the Panthers are within 2 touchdowns now, 24-10, and they're looking for a big stop of the Miami offense. They came alive defensively late in the first half, and they hope to continue that here. Kaya with another incompletion now, only 13-22 on the day, and it's 3rd and 9 as the Miami quarterback drops back in the shotgun here. Plenty of time, but the Panthers zone keeps all those receivers in tight coverage. Kaya forced to throw it away and punt the ball, and the Panthers now in business on the Miami 44-yard line after a good return from Quadri Henderson's. DiNucci here, great little read option as he picks up 9 yards, setting up 2nd and 1. Aston in motion, it's a handoff, it's Olsen. He cuts back up the middle, picks up 5, and another Pitt Panthers first down. So he's up to 44 yards on the day, and the Panthers are moving the ball here. 1st and 10. Coming with an interesting set. You can see safety Jordan Whitehead is going to take that ball in the backfield, and he is shut down entirely. He's lucky to only lose a single yard there, so he had to fight off a couple of tackles, and it sets up 2nd and 11. DiNucci under center. He's going to drop back to pass. Whitehead's actually in there to block. This time he finds Maurice French, and the sophomore receiver picks up 12 yards and a first down for the Panthers. 2nd and 10 now after no gain on first. Darren Hall takes the ball from the shotgun. He loses a yard. 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Now DiNucci in the shotgun with Olsen to his left. Play clock running down here. The Panthers on the 20. Danucci drops back. He looks over the middle. It's Quadri Henderson on the screen, but that would have been going absolutely nowhere, and the Panthers will be forced into another field goal attempt. Jay Bump comes out, and he knocks it through the uprights, setting the stage for the Panthers to cut the Miami lead to 24-13. Joseph Yearby now 1st and 10. He is wrapped up by a combo tackle. Avonte Maddox and Jordan Whitehead coming together to shut down the Miami running back after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 now. Play action. Kai's got Bruce. Those underneath routes have been so dangerous for Miami, and Bruce goes forward. Great little catch and run there. Paris Ford drags him down eventually, but he's up near midfield. Kai in the shotgun now 2nd and 10. Plenty of time to pass, but nowhere really to go. The Panthers doing a great job shutting down this Miami attack with their zone, but Richards catches the ball, setting up 3rd and 2. Kaya, though, breaks off a tackler there. That was, I believe, Brightwell coming through, or Whitehead, but he's unable to find a receiver, throws it away, and Miami forced into a punt that results in a touchback. Danucci 1st and 10, hands it off to Darren Hall, picks up about 7, setting up 2nd and 3 now for the Panthers. Their rushing attack has done well. Danucci can't really seem to find a rhythm. He's only 7 for 13 passing, but this tandem attack of Darren Hall and Quadri Olson is finally picking up yards by the chunk. Olison's over 50 yards on the day, and that's another Panthers first down. This time it's Darren Hall. Great blocking out on the edge. That's fullback George Aston leading Darren Hall there. He picks up 7. He's up to 41 yards, and 2nd and 3 now for the Panthers. Danucci trying to run a little bit of a shovel option there. Nowhere to go. He's lucky that doesn't get intercepted. And the Panthers, as he tried to find Quadri Henderson, have to go for a 3rd and 3 now. They got trips to the right. Danucci's going to run a read option. He's got just enough room that I think he's going to get there, and he does. A 4-yard carry for Ben Danucci, and it gets a first down for the Panthers. But we will go into the 3rd quarter. The Panthers trailing 24-13, but driving here at Heinz Field in a ranked clash. So we come back here now for the 4th quarter, 3rd and 1. Danucci on a little sweep to Quadri Olson. He loses a yard. It's 4th and 2, and the Panthers are going to have to go for this. As it stands right now, 2 scores down here in the 4th quarter. They are going to go for it. Danucci in the shotgun. He's got Olson next to him, and it's a read option. He hands off. It's Olson. He's taken down. He picks up 2, but he's not able to get to the first down marker, and Miami takes the ball over on downs. The Panthers trying to shut down this Miami attack. Bruce gets the catch for 6 yards, setting up a huge 3rd and 4 for the Hurricanes. The Panthers look like they're bringing pressure. They do. Kaya, though, gets the ball out, and he finds Amon Richards, shakes off Avonte Maddox's tackle. He's leveled by Jordan Whitehead, but not after he gets first down yardage, and the Hurricanes are in Pitt territory. Screen here to Joseph Yearby, but Barry Jenkins, the freshman linebacker from Washington, D.C., wraps him up, pushes him out, setting up 2nd and 11. 5 wide for Kaya now. Plenty of time under center, and he's got Bruce again. Sam Bruce has been so dangerous underneath for the Hurricanes, and he picks up a huge first down there. 3rd and 8, though, for the Hurricanes. 5 wide for Kaya again. Hamlin comes through on the blitz, but underneath, he's able to find Lawrence Cager, who he fights through a tackle from Paris Ford for another bit of first down yardage. Kaya now 1st and 10. Out wide, nearly intercepted. That was Jordan Whitehead, who jumped the route and almost made a massive interception. He's unable to come away with the ball, though, and Miami will have 3rd and 11 now, and he's moved. That's the right guard, it looked like, moved on the line, and it's now going to be 3rd and 16 for the Hurricanes. We know they've converted on these before, though, so the Panthers will need a huge stop here. Kaya in the shotgun, plenty of time to throw, looks to the end zone, and it's knocked down. That's Avonte Maddox breaking up the play. The senior cornerback does a great job there to break things up, forcing Miami into the now 41-yard field goal attempt, which is up and good off of the inside of the uprights, but it keeps things a 2-possession game for the Panthers, and it's Quadri Henderson now taking the ball at his own goal line. Comes forward, great blocking, opens up a hole for him. He's into space. Henderson, he could go. He's got enough speed. He's to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and that's a touchdown. Quadri Henderson into the back of the end zone. He's been liable to break one to the end zone all day. That's his 3rd big return for the Panthers, and this is the first one that's resulted in 6. And the Panthers now within a single score. Joseph Yearby now coming forward. He's leveled by Paris Ford after a 9-yard gain, and that's going to be a punt for Miami. The Panthers with the ball now with just over 5 minutes to play in regulation time, and a touchdown would level the score. This is an incredible turn of events. The Panthers defense has come to play, and they've gotten some huge plays on special teams from Quadri Henderson. This is Darren Hall now for 11 yards up the middle across midfield, and the Panthers are in business. DiNucci in the shotgun now. He sends Henderson in motion. He's got plenty of time. It's a screen out to Maurice French. Nice little spin move as he works his way forward there for 10, setting up 2nd and inches. It's a handoff to Quadri Olson. Doesn't get a ton of yardage, but he moves the pile by 4, and that's another Pitt Panthers first down. 3.5 to play now. DiNucci, he hands the ball off. That's Darren Hall breaking things out wide. Good block by George Aston, and Hall picks up 10 this time. 2nd and inches now. The Panthers inside the Miami 25 with 3 minutes to play. DiNucci, handoff to Olson, and he gets the first down. The Panthers up to 146 on the ground. Their ground attack has really been what's led them to such great play here in the second half. It's just been ground and pound, but this time it's play action. DiNucci rolls out wide, dumps it off to fullback George Aston, who gets out of bounds with 2.5 to play after a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 now. DiNucci under center. He's got Aston in motion one more time, and it's going to be another handoff. This is Quadri Olson, but he's not able to get anywhere. Only a 2-yard gain, setting up 3rd and 2 now. DiNucci in the shotgun with Olson to his right. Tight end Chris Clark blocking. This is a handoff. It's Olson. Dances his way all the way down to the 1-yard line. 10 yards. And the Panthers are knocking on the doorstep. They're knocking on heaven's door here. And heaven would be the end zone at this point in time. 1st and goal. DiNucci hands it off. It's Darren Hall. And he's into the end zone. It's a Panthers touchdown. And they've leveled the score 27-27. They've left Miami with a good bit of time, though, 1.5 minutes for such a high-powered offense. But with the way they've played in the second half, you would almost expect another big stop from the Panthers. But Kaya in the shotgun sends his tight end in motion. Drops back, looks like a screen. It's Yearby again. He's brought down by DeMar Hamlin after just 3 yards. But Miami in that hurry-up 2-minute offense. Now, 1:15 to play, and Kaya's back to pass. He's got Bruce over the middle one more time, and that's a first down for the Hurricanes and Sam Bruce. Up to the the Hurricanes 40-yard line now. Kaya in the shotgun, back to pass. You're going to hear that over and over, I'm sure. And it's Bruce again underneath. Brightwell nearly jumped the route, but he's not able to, and that's a first down for Miami into Pitt territory. Kaya looking. Hamlin brings pressure, but he's got Bruce underneath one more time. That's 7 yards, just chunking away at the Panthers attack here. 2nd and 3, and Kaya is under center at this point in time. Panthers bringing pressure. They got Hamlin coming in. Hits Kaya, but he finds Richards. It's Amon Richards underneath, and he's into field goal range at this point in time with 27 seconds to play. That could be the play of the game right there if Miami is able to win this matchup. Kaya evading the sack from DeMar Hamlin and finding Richards. This is Herndon out of the backfield here. Chris Herndon gets 10. He's inside the Panthers 10-yard line with 20 seconds to play. 1st and goal. Kaya, he's going to hand it off. It's Yearby. He's got so much space. Whitehead with a touchdown saving tackle with 15 seconds left to play, but the Hurricanes call their second timeout. Big goal line set here. Panthers versus Hurricanes, and Yearby finds a hole. He's into the end zone, and Miami takes a 7-point lead with 13 seconds to play. Henderson, can he get one more big return for the Panthers? He can. He's into space. He's at the 30, the 40. Could he go? Quadri Henderson's being chased down. It looks like he's going to be caught at the 22-yard line. Henderson could have leveled the score for the Panthers, but he gives them at least one chance for that Hail Mary play. DiNucci, 3 to his left, 2 receivers to his right. It's got to be the Hail Mary. They've got to go to the end zone. They need the touchdown. He's back to pass. DiNucci to the end zone. Matthews got his hands on it, but he's unable to bring it in. And the Hurricanes escape. Upset alert here in Pittsburgh as they come away with a 34-27 victory led by the arm of Brad Kaya, who struggled in the second half but came through when he needed to for this Miami football team. And they are off to the ACC championship game to take on the number 1 Clemson Tigers, with more than likely the winner going to the national championship game. For your Pitt Panthers, it's an 8-4 conclusion to the regular season. They lose twice, and now they just await their bowl game opponent And it's a devastating way for the regular season to end for your Panthers, but you have to applaud the resiliency they showed and hope they can continue that into bowl season here. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Hail to Pitt. Bye-bye.